Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Wrong Ones. We're done with 5 weeks of the IPL now, and it's totally in the business end with teams scrambling to make it to the top four. Unfortunately, this was the time for Delhi to pull out their worst week of the IPL with zero wins this week. But well, we shall review the rest of the games that have no consequence to us anyway. Let's go. So first up, I think the week peaked on the first game after we shut the podcast, and
Oh, what a
that
game.
is after that it's just been all downhill. Mumbai
Yeah.
Indians versus Kings 11 Punjab, two super overs. But just to say, by the way, Kabir, you're the only idiot who got this wrong. Who you said Mumbai Indians? We both
I
said
mean,
Kings
Mumbai
11,
Indians are winning the game most of the way.
and Noor also said KL Rahul. So fair play, Noor.
Guys, always go for KL Rahul. 9 out of 10 times he's going to make the most amount of runs.
Yeah,
Noor playing
that's
the
true.
odds here.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's law of averages, man. Just.
I mean, I must say, I think I picked Mayank Agarwal to be man of the match, and I think in a sense he was man of the match because
No,
he
you
got
picked
them.
Joss Butler. You picked Jasprit
Josh
Bumrah.
Butler.
I
Oh,
picked
did I?
Mayank
Oh shit. Okay.
Agarwal.
Okay. Anyway, then you should have been. I mean, you're sort of closer to the truth in a sense because Mayank Agarwal did save the game
And then won
with
it.
his
Yeah.
fielding, and then won it exactly.
But I think
Poor guy's
we
injured for
need to
now,
praise
man.
the universe boss.
Chris Gale.
I thought you were gonna just say
Like,
praise the universe.
The guy comes out in the second super over, 12 to chase, boom.
Yeah.
dude,
I
he
mean, what's good is that he told Mayank Agarwal he would do it as well, which is like the
Yeah.
sickest thing ever.
Can you
It's
imagine,
like
bro?
the guy he is so cool. Like this is the one thing my West Indian players I love is they're all cool, but there's something like different about Chris Gale. Like
Their
he's
Yeah.
just like he
confidence
has
is
so much
unreal.
swag.
They're
His
just chill as fuck.
confidence.
Yeah.
I had an argument with my dad actually because he's like, he's too cocky. He's too arrogant about like I said, if you've done that much, you can be that.
Yeah. If I was
Also,
that good at cricket, I'd be that cocky as well.
If you
yeah.
can handle
Also,
up,
like if
you can
you've
do it.
done that much and you were put on a bench for the first half of the season when your team was losing and still not given a chance till I don't know game 8, like yeah, I would remind people who the fuck I am if I was Chris Gale.
Blank, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
And
Virat's throwing tantrums in the game.
look at how the game's changed, man. I mean, look at how their fortune has changed since he's come into the team. 4 out of 4, but we'll come to those matches later. But still,
Yeah.
what a game! Double super. I think for me, actually, more than Mayank, Shami kept them in the game.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
super
Shami is
over.
insane.
He bowled 6 Yorkers better than Bumrah bowled 6 Yorkers, and you don't see that
Yeah.
often.
Guys,
Yeah.
you know how everyone's like Jasprit Bumrah is like the best bowler India has? Like, I don't deny that, but I generally feel like there's not much of a difference between him and Shami. Like, Shami is
I
so
think I
good.
think Bumrah's a lot more consistent.
Yeah, I think Shami
Shami's
is
been
hot and
really
cold.
consistent over the past few years,
I think
dude. The
actually what
past two
you're,
years.
what you're saying correctly is I'd say if they're having their best day, then Shami is probably a better bowler. Like Shami in the
No,
second innings in
I don't.
Test when
No.
he gets his seam positions right and he gets to
Yeah,
the
but Ahaan, Jasprit Bumrah's best day is unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
he's absolutely unplayable on his best day. Mohammad Shami is still playable.
No, bro.
Yeah.
On his best day, he's pretty
Yeah,
much untouchable.
I don't think so. I
Mohammad
think
Shami has the knack of taking wickets, which makes him
yeah,
fantastic. Jasprit Bumrah sometimes, no, he takes a lot of wickets as well. It just, but like Shami, like his seam line's brilliant. He's just so phenomenal. And I was watching like Harsha Bogle or someone, and they were talking about like how he's just the coolest guy. Like he didn't even look stressed. He was like laughing. He had 5 runs to defend, and he defended it.
But I heard
Like,
an insane story about this. So the reason why he's so calm is I don't know if you guys watch Crick Buzz, but
yeah,
Joy Bhattacharya was giving this story where apparently in the first game he came to play in the IPL, it was really intense game. Like it was a very pressure situation. I think it was Champions League actually, Champions Trophy, whatever it used to be. And like
I actually missed it. I
they
thought it was such a cool tournament.
they were a big score. They were
yeah,
so they were defending. They were defending. Like I think he had to play bowl in a very pressure situation, and everyone was like, "Oh, he must be so tense. He must be so like whatever." And he went up to the guy and he's like, "I've played in UP where there are gunmen around and there are like thousands of bucks on every ball you bowl. I mean, that's the kind of pressure. If there's no gunmen sitting here now that are going to shoot me, so it's all chill. I mean, even if I have a bad day, what's the biggest thing that happen?" So I think that's why that's what keeps him so calm. It's just like perspective and what he's come through.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's mad.
and it is, man. I mean, Siraj is back to his old ways.
Yeah, we're gonna come to that when we praise him, bro. But he just got hit for 17 by Faf. By the way, the Chennai match is going on, guys. That's what we're talking about. But yeah, anyway, I think that's pretty much all about the Super Overs. The Super Overs is more exciting than the actual game, which actually Kings 11 should have finished in the real
I
game.
don't know if that's true. I thought Nathan Colton out batted really well. Karen Pollard batted really well. At the end, they really
No, but
picked them
given
up
where
to a
they
score
were,
that
given
was.
where they were way ahead. Even when Rahul got out, and then Huda played well, and then they threw
Yeah.
it away. I mean, Coulton had made that insane save diving to his left.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm talking about the game itself in terms of how Pollard and Colton brought Mumbai to a respectable score.
yeah, for sure. But I'm saying,
Yeah, no, the game was.
yeah, sorry.
I still think I agree with Ahaan. I think like Punjab should have finished off the game. Like the thing about super overs is right. If you're batting and like if you're batting second, you're chasing a run. Like you shouldn't want a super over. Like they're exciting for us and stuff, but Punjab could have easily just like paced themselves a bit better. It also just it also like Punjab needs to worry about like them not having a reputation of being like KL Rahul and like 10 other guys in their batting lineup,
We will
right?
come to
I
that
mean, that's
because
pretty much what they are.
we know since
Yeah,
that.
but like that's
Actually,
what
no. Since then, it's different.
Noor
Since
has
then,
been
it's been
playing
yeah,
Yeah,
decently.
agree.
yeah.
So we got
Like
That's been
that
playing really
bit.
well.
yeah, but like still like they should like 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 how much pressure do you think KL under Rahul can take, as a captain of a team that was losing until like this week? Like he has to
Yeah,
make like 100 runs. He can't make 100 runs every day,
Yeah,
and
and you can
that's
see it on his
ridiculous.
face also. He looks so worried and tense all the time. Like he's carrying so much pressure.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we
Yeah.
criticize his captaincy, but I think it's come a long way in these past few games. Obviously, it's different when you're winning. Everyone says, "Oh, wow, you're a good captain when you're winning, and you're a bad captain when you're losing." But it just seems like the team is more together and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. His run out also was brilliant, huh? He's actually I think he's becoming a much better wicket keeper. Like I think he's improved a lot.
that reminded me
Like
of the Super Over in the World Cup. It was like Joss Butler and
yeah. Yeah, no, but he's definitely like you can tell there's that he's more confident in his keeping. I mean, I know he keeps for Karnataka and stuff, but like he's getting a
He hasn't
lot.
kept in a while for Karnataka though.
Yeah.
It's pretty apparent when you see the difference between how actually KL Rahul's keeping better than Rishabh Pant these days, and how Rishabh Pant couldn't make that same run out that KL Rahul did.
Mhm. Yeah, I think I it's like it's odd, but like I don't think Rishabh Pant is a great wicket keeper. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't think he's as bad as some people say he is. I mean, every wicket keeper has like their
we will
bad
get to
days.
Rishabh Pant's keeping when we get to the next
No, I
Punjab.
think he's average. I
Anyway,
think he's really
let's
average
let's move on
wicketkeeper.
from this game to the second game, which was basically after the highs of the last weekend and everything that happened. This was like the biggest downer and boring game I have seen in a while. CSK versus Rajasthan Royals.
Oh. This I'm not gonna lie, this week was kind of boring.
Yeah, there were
Like
so many
Yeah, it was a
one-sided
little bit.
games.
it was like
Yeah,
there's some games that were actual snooze fests. Like it was hard to watch some.
yeah.
I mean, there was nothing really to talk about in this game. Also, like, wow, Chennai batted really badly, and there was
Yeah,
nothing
and
there.
wow, Josh Butler batted really well. Yeah,
Yeah, it was literally
Yeah.
like Chennai was terrible. Actually, I think there must have been 11. I don't know. I think what 12, 14 people must have batted on that day. 13 of them looked horrendous, including Steve Smith. And
yeah,
Yeah.
Josh Butler just played an insane innings, and did Josh
yeah.
Butler's hands and won them the
Yeah.
game.
You know what I think is so like unbelievable to see? Shreyas Gopal and Rahul Tewatia are good players, right? They're good players, but they're not the kind of players who are gonna like restrict your team to, or like, they're gonna bowl at an economy rate under 5 consistently. But Chennai makes them look like unbelievable
Yeah,
cricketers,
they gave
like
no boundaries.
unbelievable cricketers. Yeah,
Chennai did a good job to like boost the other
I'm
team's
sorry, but you cannot be
quality.
roasting Rahul Tewatia this season. The man has done everything.
But
that's true. That's true. But he's not like he's not extraordinary, right? He's just
he's
been
not.
performed. He's performed under pressure, and I don't know. I mean, this is
Pressure is
not.
good to do.
I can't imagine this is one of those things that's gonna carry on forever. He's just done it really, really well this IPL, and it's like not taking nothing away from him for that.
Do you think he'll ever play
But
again for
also,
India?
guys, if you think about Rahul Tewati, just because we're talking about him, right? Like he's a great finisher. Like I'm not even denying that he's done really well. But like when he played against Delhi, for example, against a really strong bowling attack with Nortje bowling 150, he couldn't really even connect the ball. So like he's great in the context of this IPL, but I agree with Kabir. There's nothing incredibly special about this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good IPL player. There are a few guys like that. Suryakumar Yadav is one of
It,
them.
yeah.
Nitish Rana is one of them. Even Ishan Kishan to an extent is one of them. They're good IPL players, but they're not really going to play for India
Suresh Raina
consistently.
at
Or
the end of his career was like that.
yeah, exactly, for sure.
Yeah, but I
That sort of
don't
stuff.
think like Rahul Tewati is cool and stuff, but like there's nothing like he's never gonna play for India. Like
You
Yeah.
think?
just no way it's happening.
I don't know. He might get a game in like a Zimbabwe series or something.
Yeah, but like I mean
Yeah,
like
that's possible.
against like a good team like
Yeah,
Hmm.
top
there
five.
aren't many leg spinning all rounders around, so
Yeah, that's what.
it's
That's
good
what I
for
have.
variation.
Because like yeah, if they want to change maybe a Jadeja out for one game or something, then he might get a
Yeah,
chance.
but I
But
feel like if they change out Jadeda, they should like they'll go for someone younger, right? They'll go for like
or she.
they'll go for someone younger or something. Yeah,
Washington Sundar, yeah.
they'll go for
Yeah.
Sundar.
So anyway, in
But
short,
yeah, again, this game was just
very
boring.
boring
Like
and nothing to talk about. So
like
let's move on to
we
Sanju
had
Samson again didn't make any runs. That happened.
yeah.
yeah.
Let's move on to a much more disappointing performance after this.
Oh
Delhi
god.
Capitals versus Kings 11 Punjab. All three of us predicted Delhi Capitals to win. Kings 11 won, but at least the Delhi Capitals man won the man of the match award.
Man of the match. Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
first thing
it's yeah,
was
ironic.
Shaker Dhawan was fantastic. You can't say anything. He was scoring runs in a positive run rate, strike rate, excuse me. Like it was great. A great century, well deserved man of the match, and all of that.
Yeah,
But I don't know what's happened to Delhi. Is this the team like I mean, I don't think it's I think like every team has bad games. So I'm like, even though it was two in a row, I generally don't think of it as like, oh, our season's done. Nothing like that. But like it just looked like the 2017 Delhi team. Like
yeah.
it didn't look great.
The
I
first
don't
five,
think we bowled,
yeah.
huh?
No, no, go, go.
Sorry, I in terms of a batting lineup, just like no one, there was no one to like give him support, which like that's all they had to do. They didn't have to like go for big shots. They just needed to rotate the strike, and no one was able to do that for him. Um, Again, that's why we lost around 20, 30 runs. Like if one person in your team makes 100 runs, like the other people should at least make like 70, 80 runs together.
Yeah.
In bowling though, I think this is where I might like differ from Ahaan at least, because we've talked about this a little bit, is I don't think it was a terrible bowling attack. I just think Tushar was really bad and he got smacked around. But I don't think like the other bowlers bowled fine. Like honestly, like that was not even an issue for me.
I
The
completely agree
bowling,
with you.
yeah,
I don't think
like
they both
Tushar
badly
is just
either. You didn't get my point. I didn't say they. I was 100% in agreement that Tushar was terrible, but I think the captaincy choices and stuff that we did that day, we were just
yeah,
really lackadaisical in the field. The decision making, the catching,
yeah.
the fielding, even the.
I
It was just
don't understand why. I mean, giving Tushar the fifth over made no sense to me. He should have
Yeah,
given
it
it to
didn't make
Akshay.
sense to me either.
I think he was just trying to get a quick over done from Tushar. But I'm
Yeah,
like, again, like I rather really prefer the approach they took in the other match, which is like bowl Tushar two up front. I still like I was just trying to think about this. I was like, I was really impressed by Sam's though. He bowled really well. So I was thinking, is there any no, he bowled in the context of the game, he was fine.
I thought he pulled
Like,
well on.
they
yeah,
didn't
I thought he
really
bowled
attack
well.
him though, so we don't know how he's going to be when someone is attacking him.
He'll be
No,
better
still,
than
I kind
Habit
of, I
one day.
kind of agree with Noor. I think I mean, essentially what we were doing was defending 120 in 18 overs.
Mm.
That's what the game
Yeah,
was,
100%.
or went
I'm
down to
not denying
after Tushar Deshpande got smacked.
Tushar's overs are game changing, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Uh,
yeah, honestly, if it wasn't Tushar, we would have won that game. Like, I genuinely think we could have defended that score with the way everyone else was
yeah, I
bowling.
think so as well. I just think, I mean, Rishabh Pant going into his
Fun's
uh,
keeping, my God.
mentor Dhoni's ways. He hasn't batted
No,
above a
Dhoni's
strike
peaked well
20
this
in a
tournament.
while.
He's taken a few good
No, I think
Oh,
catches.
I think
catches, yeah, but his
batting
batting.
perspective.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
peaked
Um,
well.
yeah. And Shikhar Dhawan probably completed the feat that's sort of most revered in cricket. I'm kidding, but making 100 in a losing cause.
Yeah.
Uh, gotta feel good as an individual.
Isn't Sachin
Uh,
like the king of that?
Yeah, he is. Dude, I remember.
Sachin,
Yeah,
Yeah, Sachin made
there was a
200
period whenever
against
Sachin scored
Bangladesh. He was
100,
man
they
of the
win
match,
the
but they
game.
lost the game.
well, I think no, I thought there was a point in time where when Sachin scored 100, they won like 90 something percent, 96% of the games or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I don't know the larger trend. I just remember when
Yeah.
Sachin made 200, like they lost the game, and it was like the
Of
first person to score
48 ODI
200 and
centuries that Sachin scored, 13 we lost.
Oh, that's actually quite a lot.
That's
Yeah.
one fourth.
That is quite a lot. Yeah. Shit.
Okay, so he's.
That's
I guess.
crazy.
Hopefully he won't be like Sachin. But when Shaker
Yeah.
Dhawan normally makes a century, you win the game. Like he has that impact.
Yeah. I mean,
Like
he doesn't make centuries that often in T20 cricket. So,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
but like I'm talking
game
about in
one,
cricket in
two,
general.
suddenly he had the
yeah.
record for the
Two
longest
back
time
to back.
he had the longest time without an IPL
But he
century.
had a lot of 90s though. He had a few 90s
Yeah.
there.
He
He
has
had a
had a lot of
97.
90s.
He had a 97 not out last year,
Yeah, he
which
should
he
have got the
like
100.
literally
He
ran out
should
of
have taken that.
runs
Yeah.
to.
KKR.
Yeah. Can we talk about Nicholas Puran as well? Because I think
Yeah,
he like almost channeled Lara in
Yeah,
how he was batting.
I think he's going
It
to be
was
a
I
beautiful.
superstar in the future.
really love Pooran as a player.
Yeah.
Like
He smokes it. He hits it so clean.
he's
Um,
also a different type of West Indian player. He's not the big bulky Pollard or Chris Gale.
The
He's
timer.
more like Lara, and I love that. I love seeing him back.
Yeah, he's a
yeah.
timer with the ball.
He has the build of Shivnarine Chandrabal and hits it as fast as Pollard.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, pretty much just that. It's cool. I'm also like I'm glad to see that he was like because he didn't have the greatest start to the tournament.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, for like a few games, all the most productive thing he had done was that literally saving that 1-6.
That
But
was so good.
that was unbelievable. I don't deny that. But I think I'm glad to see him like bowl really well. I mean, bat really well.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's a gem. I think they've got to keep him for a lot of seasons.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't let him go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wait, I have a question, guys. Do you think there's any way Delhi can play three international bases? I was thinking about this
no,
because
because
if
then you
this
have to
fifth bowler
sacrifice
is becoming a
Hellfire.
big issue, yeah, like, is that worth it? Would you guys even consider it? I'm not. I'm
Unless,
not sure what way I would go, but like,
see, the
I was
only way
pretty
I can see
impressed
it
by the way
happening, so
Sami
there are two
bowled. I'm
ways.
not gonna
There are
lie.
two ways. One is if you want to play Shaw, Rahane, and Shikhar, then you play them 1, 2, 3. Then you play Iyer, Pant, Stoinis 6. Then you have Aksar, Ashwin, and then 3 seamers foreign. But that kind of loses power. So, or then you play instead of one of the openers, you play Lalit Yadav and you play him at 6. But it's too high. I mean, he's unproven, so to bring him in now is a bit of a big risk.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
I think rotating our Indian fast bowlers is fine. We've got Harshal Patel, Tushar Deshpande. I think what we should do is not let teams plan for these guys and to have keep rotating them. And we have a few guys who can swap
no,
in
but
and out.
Harshal is really good. I don't know why we took him out. We should just stick with him. He's a good bowler.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's for the UP team. He was so good this year. He got the most wickets, got the most runs. Like he's good. He's got good. He's smarter than all of them. He's like bowls good slow balls
Yeah.
and all. Maybe
I like
let's go
Harshal.
with
He's
Shalva
also
now.
yeah. I definitely, I would pull Harshal Patel over Deshpande. I know we were like raving about him and stuff, like when he first played, but like you can tell with these last two games, he's very like there's just nothing that special about
Right.
him. Like
When he first came in, like for any player when you first come, people haven't really seen you, so they're kind of surprised. So that's why his first 2 games were good, and then it became like people got used to him and they planned against him and started hitting
yeah,
him. So yeah,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, that
It's
was
also to be fair, like Chris Gale. It was Chris Gale, so like to be fair to him, like
you can't feed Chris Gale an uncapped bowler. He'll kill him. Like
yeah,
literally, he literally was not even doing anything. He was like tuck, 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 done, bye.
yeah.
And I think
Chalo.
that Chris Gale innings just basically set them up for victory. After that, there was no pressure. They could do whatever they
Yeah.
wanted.
Honestly, like that's why I was so mad when like he came to bowl because if Ashwin had gotten that over,
And
the
what made
entire
it
game would have
worse is that Ashwin got him out 2 balls later. So it was like rubbing it
yeah.
into Iyer's face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
By the way,
Okay.
Good.
Gurnath
Move on to
Gaikwad
the
is a
next game.
star.
He's not batting particularly fast. He's batting well, but he's not batting particularly
Just
fast,
wait
is
for
he?
the shot to come that he just hit. Then you tell me he's not batting fast. Anyway, next game.
Okay, where I am, he's on 29 or 28. So
Next game.
Just see the
What
six.
a boring game. RCB versus KKR. I want to know if I told you 3 years ago, if you have to place bets on who will be the first ever IPL bowler to bowl two maidens in the same innings, what would the odds be on that bowler being Mohammad Siraj?
50,000 to 1.
How many bowlers are there in the IPL?
I don't know, as many Siraj.
That would be my odds.
Like
Yeah.
how Mohammad Siraj turned up and that day he bowled like prime, like Stain. Honestly, he was bowling like prime Dale Stain that day.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
ridiculous.
economy of two is just like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. That first spell was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was moving it like I don't know what, bro. It was insane. Like,
Yeah.
It was
No, we
great.
say that we make fun of him in the IPL and stuff, but his first class record and his list A record are very, very good. I think he averages like 23 or 20 in first class and list A cricket, respectively. He's a bloody good cricketer. I mean, I think there was a story about how he only started playing hardball cricket in 2015. I mean,
yeah,
like,
there's a story about how he came through and the sacrifices that he's had to make is actually quite inspiring.
yeah, it's incredible. And I mean, he tears through like Australia A, New Zealand A sides. It's just a matter of when he comes to the IPL, he gets smoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he maybe not a T20 bowler. He's a bit like Ishant, I guess.
Ishant
Maybe.
isn't a white ball bowler anymore.
Ishant has developed. He's developed himself now into someone who can play in the T20s. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in his
Gaikwad
old age,
shot.
I mean, he's getting old now, but
Did you
on
see
his old age.
Gaikwad shot?
He's not
Yes, I
that
did.
old. I think he's just been along. Ishant has just been along.
Yeah, Ishant debuted
He's
like
just been in
80s,
the scene
90s.
for so long. But like he's not. God, how old is he?
And Gaikwad hit a nice six. He's playing proper cricket shots. Beautiful to see, but he's not playing fast.
Let's see. Anyway, we come to Gaikwad later. Next game. No, wait. This is RCB again. We're still on this game. Yeah, there wasn't really much. Like KKR's batting looked a shambles in this game. Honestly, looked.
Dude, KKR for me has been the most like a CSK, but honestly, I didn't expect much from CSK
I
this
can't
start.
believe we let KKR score 194
Yeah.
against us. Like what?
KKR frauds. I don't understand how that happened.
Shambolic. Honestly, they look so out of place. Like Shubman Gill has been quite a big disappointment this season. He's not scoring runs fast enough. He needs to bat much faster. He's batting at a strike rate of 100, opening the batting. He can't do that. And also, Nitish Rana has looked so weak against the short ball. And then Delhi decided not to test him against it. But anyway, we'll talk about that when we come to that match.
He's like Suresh Raina. He's like a B-Tech Suresh Raina, man. He can hit the short ball.
Yeah, he's got the same name also.
Yeah.
No, I generally like KKR. To me, like I know they beat us and shit, but like they're just like what? Like you guys have everything in the team wants. You have Pat fucking Cummings. Like, what are you doing?
And Loki is doing so well. But anyway.
Yeah.
Next game. This was also quite a boring game. Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Rajasthan Royals.
I mean, this was, it wasn't exciting, but in a way it was interesting that Manish Pandey finally made runs.
Yeah, and Mr. 3D. He actually
Mr. 3D.
Bro.
Yeah. I mean, like I guess the most unlikely of heroes. I don't know.
No, I mean people expected Pandey, but I think the perception around Sunrisers was if you get them 2 down early with their openers gone, you won the game.
Yeah. I mean, Archer was incredible at the top.
My God,
he was unbelievable at the top.
He's getting better with every game.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Archer because he's bowled. Like I saw some figures. I think Akash Chopra someone posted. If you compare Archer's figures to the rest of their team, I think he's bowled like an economy of 6 point something or maybe just low sevens, and the other guys are getting smashed at 10 and over.
6.61
in the power play, I think.
Oh, in the power play, his overall economy is super low as well compared to everyone who's in contention with the orange cap.
Yeah, it's just like mad, bro. He
hasn't taken a lot of wickets though.
Of course he has. He's in the top 5 or 6, I think.
But I think he's like taking wickets. Like he didn't take a lot of wickets the first few games.
I think he has 15 on.
For some reason he was bowling slow ball after slow ball. I don't know why when you can bowl that fast, why would you ever bowl a slow ball?
Yeah. No, but I was like I said, I think Jofra Archer is just getting better and better with every game.
Yeah.
And like that's
Archer's got
taking us
15
to-
wickets.
yeah.
Um,
But
Also, I mean, just sorry, keep going.
no, I was just gonna say this, like KKR to me is like they're frauds. Like you're right,
Yeah.
Kabir. They're like
They're on a different
you have it's also like so like I just find it so like I don't know, like disrespectful. You have such a good team. You have literally such a well balanced team. You have fucking Lockie Ferguson just chilling. Okay, Andre Russell, like fine, whatever. He got injured, but you have other people to replace him, and like still you're doing this. It's just like it's disrespectful to cricket, and I'm over it. Like I don't even want to watch
For the cricket.
I'm over it. I
anyway.
am over
Like you were
KKR.
talking about the Sunrisers game. Yeah, I think Sunrise will be very happy. I mean, they would have been happy for 2 days after that game because they're like, we solved our issues, our middle orders batting well, and I mean, we'll come to what that resulted in 3 days later, but that's another issue. So next game. Oh, another boring one. Man, there was one boring game after another on this week.
Yeah.
Say CSK was Mumbai Indians. I don't think I've seen a
Oh,
one-sided
one
game,
side.
this one-sided for very long. I mean,
Yeah.
that bowling in the power play, Bumrah and Bolt. Oof.
Bolt was on fire. He's so good. I just Trent Bolt is really, really good.
Our Lord and Savior MS Dhoni wasn't able to save the game again.
Man, I
Yeah.
predicted him for MOM on this day.
God.
That's just a wild. Uh,
I thought
yes.
he's gonna, I still feel one of the last 3 games, he's gonna turn back the clock, play this
Yeah.
insane innings, and then be like, okay, guys, I'm done out here.
And then
Adios.
all the Instagram comments are gonna blow up about how Dhoni should be in the Indian team, he's best player in the world, la 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 la.
But
It's
No.
impossible.
honestly, I think he's got one final innings before he is like, okay, guys, that's it. I'm out.
I don't think so. I think you just keep playing.
Yeah. I think even Dhoni knows that he just doesn't have it in himself anymore.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah.
Chennai, I mean, Mumbai just looked like a machine, man. They were playing without Rohit and they just kept coming.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
they
hope
look pretty
like
good,
I
man.
generally like do you is
Ishan,
Rohit playing today?
I think if I was Mumbai, I'd give him rest. Like, I wouldn't play him. If
I
you don't,
They
wouldn't
don't
play him
even need
either.
him, man.
You
yeah,
don't
Yeah.
let him get
you
fully
don't
fit
need
and
him.
then get him back in. Don't like
Yeah.
rush him in. You can give him another game off. Anyway, this game, like if RCB lose today, which could probably happen, there's no reason because I mean, even if they lose, they'll still be number one. They're not losing the number
Yeah.
one position. So
Yeah.
why risk him?
Yeah, I wouldn't play him either. I if they want like he doesn't need to play the next game either. Like you want a healthy Rohit Sharma for the playoffs. Like that's
I think
all
they
that
should let
matters.
him against Delhi. I agree. I don't think he should play against Delhi. Just keep him away. Stay away, bro. Then
Yeah.
next, actually, I think okay, we'll talk about that actually when we finish this week's review because there's some really interesting stuff coming up about the future.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so that is
The future.
as in the
I
next
mean next week.
week.
Our
Okay.
prediction.
Yeah, nothing much to talk about. Kishan was beast, Bumrah bold. Actually, to be fair, I think Mumbai missed a trick in this game. They should have got them out under 100. I mean, I know it doesn't make any difference in the grander scheme of things, but when they had them at 40 for 6 or 40 for 7, they let Sam Curran bat. They should have got back.
Batted really well. He batted
He
really well.
batted
I
beautifully.
think he batted out of his
They should
skin
have
well.
got,
Like
yeah, but they should have got back Bolt and Bumrah and tried to close the innings out. Like, I don't know why they let it go on for so long. And
because I mean, like we can always say like why like restrict them under 100. Yeah, they could have, but like I still like even though Sam Curran batted really well, I don't think they bowled like they didn't bowl badly. Like it's like they were hard earned runs. Do you know what I mean? I think he
yeah,
could have hit anyone the way he was batting. He was playing really well. So I mean I get what you mean, but also if you think about it,
I
like
feel like in the Sharjah,
who's
it's
the
a
weak
threat.
bowling link? Like the only person who I'm like, oh maybe you didn't have to bowl him was Krunal because he is the weakest out of the five bowlers. But still, like even Rahul Chahar is having a really fantastic IPL. So
Yep.
No, as in, I'm
like
just saying that like it's easier as a left-handed batsman if it's spinning into you, it's easier to tonk it.
yeah, but I don't know. It wasn't even a thought in my head, but I get what you mean. Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, my God, RCB are being smoked to another level today.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I love Chennai for doing this for us. But moving on. Kolkata versus Delhi. Noor, do you want to talk?
Um, I don't know. I like I was like honestly like I was playing golf when I was watching like this game was going on. I was playing golf and watching it on my phone, like on Hotstar. And like on the sixth hole, like I was like, you know what, screw this. I put my phone away because it was just so bad.
Sixth hole of the
It
B
was
course, by the way, Kabir.
yeah,
Huh?
like
Sixth hole of the B
um,
course.
yeah. I was just chilling. I was having a good night, but like I just think our death bowling wasn't like the greatest.
Our death bowling, we didn't lose this in the death. We lost this in the middle of the innings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so whatever. I said I didn't watch the I didn't watch the game.
So Shah Deshpande
But
got smoked again.
No,
no,
okay.
but like even
I'll
Rabada got hit.
honestly,
Even Rabada's economy was 10, huh? Even he didn't. It
No,
was
it was
not
Rabada was 8.
8.25.
He went to 33
really.
for 33.
Someone there were two people with the 10 economy in this game, wasn't
Okay,
it?
so
Yeah, yeah.
I think we dropped it
Stoinis,
completely.
Ashwin
Oh,
hit for
so it's-
15
no.
over.
This is my one thing about Delhi. Okay, which I like. I understand that the ball wasn't turning a lot, right? Okay, I totally get it. But you do not need to bowl Marcus Stoinis 4 overs when Akshar Patel bowls 1 over.
Okay,
Like,
okay, fine. I'll speak up.
like, like he went for 7 runs, which is not a bad over. Like it's it's IPL for God's sakes. Like I understand this idea of like I like the fact that Ricky Ponting likes pace, likes fast bowling or whatever. Mark Stoinis medium pace, but like if you have Akshar Patel, use him. Like this is also like I wouldn't have said anything, but this is also not the first time they've done this. They've literally given Akshar 1 over in like a few games, and like I just don't get it. Even wait, Ashwin, I understand. He got his economy was 15. So like I understand that. But like I don't know. Like you if you have Akshar Patel who's literally been hit for like what 10 boundaries this entire IPL and you don't bowl him at least 2 to 3 overs, like I don't know what you're doing, man. It's not a decision I like.
Okay, here's
Yeah.
my issue. Now, I understand the Akshay Patel argument, and yes, he should have been given one more over. But I was really annoyed when I watched this game yesterday because we had them at 44 for 3 and 8 overs. From there, you restricted him to 150, 160 tops. Now they send out Narayan. It's very simple. What is Narayan good against? Spin and medium pace lollies. What is he crap against? Fast bowling into his body and like bouncer. Okay, fine. Nabada and Yoke, not Nabada and Roke, Rabada and Nokia had bowled 2-2 each already, so they only had 2-2 left. But when he comes on, and by the way, this is a fact, right? I'll tell you. Before yesterday, I mean, it's really got worse since yesterday, but before yesterday, Ashwin's worst two matchups in the IPL of all time, in terms of like most amount of runs given without a wicket being taken and at a high economy rate, are Rana and Narayan. Okay, these are like factually his worst two. And Narayan comes out to bat. Rana is there, and he gives the ball to Ashwin the first over. Narayan hits him for a 6 and a 4, and from there they just click and they go after everyone. My point is, you go
Ahaan, but okay,
wait,
sorry.
wait. Once he comes out, you go to Deshpande first. Okay, he had bowled to you, give him a third. If Deshpande goes there, then you go straight back to Nokia or Rabada. Nokia probably because Rabada you need at least two at the death. Go back to Nokia, take a wicket, and then go back to play the whole game with your spinners. Because once you got Narayan out, it was not like Morgan is going to go mad after your spinners. He'll build an innings. So you just have to bring back. But what happened yesterday is he let 4 overs go of Stoinis, Deshpande. I mean Ashwin, Stoinis, Deshpande, Ashwin, and then he went back to Nokia. So he anyway wasted a Nokia over, and he had already got hit. So I just didn't understand it.
Yeah, and I think you should captain Delhi.
I tell you honestly,
No,
I never think that. I mean, I've always thought that what's his name? This guy Iyer is a good captain. Like he's been making good choices. Whether it's him or Ponting is a different issue. But um, yes, for the last two games, is the first time I've actually felt like, what is he thinking? Like, why is he not reading the game?
no, but Ahaan, you have to also recognize that Ashwin is incredibly good against left-handers.
He is.
Yeah.
Bro, at the end of the day, matchups do matter, right?
Yeah, that's true. But also, it's one of those things where you like weigh it up. Where Ashwin is good against left-handers, but he's not good against these two left-handers. So what's gonna win on that day?
Yeah. I mean, I also think about it is remember the Hyderabad game we lost? Like one reason they didn't bowl Ashwin or was it Akshar? But they because of a matchup they didn't bowl one of their spinners till like the end, and we all criticized that as well because we're like, you should like. So I think it's a hard toss. Like I also think Ashwin though, like I would also like make that decision out of recent form. Narayan, what form has he been in? Like
Yeah, but
like
okay,
Ashwin's
okay. Now
clearly
you
the
think
better
about that.
cricketer.
What form has he been in? In bad form. Why? Because he had been opening and he'd been coming up against fast bowlers who put it straight into his body and he'd hit it up in the air and get out. But when
Yeah.
you gave him spin first up, he got in and then he got set.
You know what I think is I didn't think Delhi thought of Narayan as a big threat, and like that's why they
Yeah,
weren't more proactive to get him out, which to me was a mistake because like he was after him like I mean Cummings and stuff were fine, but like he's the last like
He was
genuine
playing with
batsman.
five batsmen plus Narayan and Cummins. That was their team. Five proper
Yeah,
batsmen.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I mean,
The
you
game was
can
well
argue that
played.
I don't think Tushar Deshpande would have gotten his wicket to be honest.
That's why I mean I would have given one over to him if he didn't. Then give it to either what are the names? Yeah, give it to either Noke or Abada.
Yeah, Nokia is just so good, guys.
Yeah,
He's just so good. Like it's ridiculous how good he is.
but I mean, okay, we've also got to give it fair play to Rana and
yeah,
Narayan. But Rana, big props to Rana because he lost I think his father-in-law that afternoon or the day
they
before.
did.
And he came out and hit an 80, and I think he celebrated also when he scored a 50. He took out that guy with a T-shirt with the guy's name on it. So it takes, I mean, it takes pretty intense courage. I get
Yeah.
that. But yeah, they outplayed us yesterday overall everywhere. And then Varun Chakravarti, man, what a guy! I honestly, his story is insane. I was reading about it today. He wanted to be a fast bowler. It didn't work. He became a wicketkeeper. Didn't work. Gave up on cricket. Became an architect. Then he got bored of architecture. He's like, this isn't working. I'm not making enough money, so I'm going back to cricket. Then he started becoming a fast bowler again. And then again he injured himself, so he became a spinner. And now he's taking 5 wickets in the IPL and winning Man of the Match awards. Like, what a story!
Yeah,
Varun
I mean the
Chakravarti,
guy's really good. He's a really good. He's. I think he's better than Narayan, to be honest.
I agree. I think he's better than Narayan. He is so good. He also has that like when people like I don't know. He just there's something like mysterious around his
Yeah,
bowling, and like he's dope. Like
and he's keeping
he's
Kuldeep out of the side.
Yeah, I think he should play for India.
No, so I was having an argument with someone. I don't think he should be first in line right now. I think Bishnoi should play ahead of him, then maybe him.
I think Bishnu should play in tests.
No, but Bishnoi looks a good T20 player.
He does. He's a good player, but I think
Our
his game
test
might suit
spinners are
test
too
cricket
good.
better.
None of these guys come close to our test spinners right now. They're too good.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a point where
that too.
Ashwin and Jadeja retire, right?
No,
And
but
Bishnu is
Kuldeep
only
is
20
being
years.
groomed. Kuldeep is being groomed as a test spinner to take over from them.
Ooh, yeah, I mean that's going to be
Kuldeep's a
on
good test player.
given on current form. I don't know if that's going to work out.
I think Kuldeep needs to play for KXIP. Honestly, I think Kumble needs to play under Kumble. Kuldeep needs to play under Kumble for a bit and like just learn some stuff because I think he's otherwise
Yeah,
he's gonna end up wasting his career.
I think Kuldeep just needs to play with Chahal and he'll be fine. Like I think
Cha,
that's what it is.
Kulcha.
I think they're
Anyway,
just
yeah.
missing each other.
Now enough about Delhi and KKR. But my God, can we come to the choke of the IPL? Honestly, Delhi last
It was
year
the only
choked.
like fun game to watch, huh? I'm not gonna lie.
Delhi
This
choked
entire
last year.
week.
Remember, you guys remember when we needed like 23 of 20 against Kings 11 and we choked it? Bro, I
Yeah.
think these guys outdid them. They needed less than run a ball at the end of the power play. And they lost it from there. Like, how? How? How do you do that?
it's just
I
unbelievable.
mean, that Singh kid did so well. So well. He bowled,
Ashti, what a bowler.
yeah,
But
he's
He's
honestly,
been
good. He
bowling really well.
Sunrisers
bowled,
played quite hideously.
Oh yeah, I mean Manish Pandey going from making 80 or 50 to 15 or 30. Wow.
Yeah,
dude, David Warner was like 35. Dude, like I'm trying to
It
think
matter what.
about like strike rates here. The only one above 100 was David Warner and
And Abdul
Samad.
Samad.
Samad only
Yeah.
played 5 balls, so it doesn't count. Um, that's like an issue. Like
no, I think
sometimes
I mean it's an
what
embarrassment.
they thought if we bat out 20 overs, we'll win the game. We just have to bat out 20
Yeah.
overs. And therefore, they didn't even look for the boundaries. They like kept blocking, blocking, blocking. Then they look for a boundary shot, and then either they get it or then they get out. Like Vijay Shankar hit some pretty good-looking shots yesterday, but
Yeah, I did.
I don't know. I just think like they just took it for granted. They're like, "Ha, ho jayega." We just hit it around and they get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also think it's like, I mean, I know this sounds like very wishy-washy and stuff, but I also think it's like Punjab like has like momentum, yes, but like they also have this like desire to win, which I felt like Hyderabad was really winning. Like Punjab, like I want Punjab to qualify.
I think they
Like
will. I honestly think they will.
then given current form, I believe you as well. I think the KKR win the
Tomorrow is
other day was
huge.
the
Tomorrow is a huge game. It's gonna be insane.
yeah. Tomorrow is the is for me the decider who comes fourth.
Yeah.
Let's see, man.
Chennai are out of it. I
Delhi is
think
not
Hyderabad are not good enough.
Delhi is not inspiring any confidence that they are planning on finishing in the top four. Let's see.
No, the guys, I still think RCB is going to lose this game.
I'm so
Um,
happy. My God, this needed to happen.
I think it doesn't matter if we qualify first or second. We just need to qualify in one of those
That's the
positions. Like,
problem, though.
I
We
don't
have
care
to
if
qualify
we're
first
not.
or second.
Like, I don't care if we're not beating Mumbai on the table. I just want to qualify second. Like, even I'm happy with qualifying second. So we just need to keep RCB down
If we
below
make
us.
top two, we'll make the final. I just want to make a final, bro. Honestly, we haven't made a final in 12 years. Just make one final, please.
Ahaan, if we make a final, we'll have a me and you will have a just the two of us will have a watch party.
Yeah, we will
Yeah.
FaceTime Kabir in
And
and we'll all watch
and
it.
we'll Zoom Kabir.
Done. Scene. Kabir, bro, come to Delhi.
Yeah, man. That's that easy only.
What else do you have to do, bro? You come, you stay here. You can
Yeah.
isolate anyway. Moving on. Oh wait, no, that is the end. But yeah, I think also Puran, bro. We have to give credit to Puran because obviously it was a really tough. It was a really tough surface, and he made sure that he stayed till the end. At least got 35, 36 runs, even if it was not of a very good strike rate. He got like in a low-scoring game, those kind of runs matter. Like those kind of. Uh, oh my God, Rashid Khan. Who did you see the ball that got KL? That was
Yeah.
insane. That is India's best T20 batsman, and you did him completely. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Has had an economy rate of 5 this IPL.
And he's taken wickets.
Yeah.
He's he's very, very good.
I have a question for you guys. So in the 2021 IPL, it's like a bit off topic, but in the 2021 IPL, when you do the retentions, you can retain a max of 5 people, but you can only have 2 foreigners out of those 5. So, Noor, where did you disappear? Who would those 2 be for Sunrisers?
Wait, sorry, repeat that, huh?
You can have a max of 5 people as a combination of 3+2 or 2+3 in terms of retention and RTM, but you can only have a max of 2 overseas. So who
Okay,
would your
5 teams. Wait 1 second. You want me to make a 5-person team?
no, in Sunrisers, who would you retain
Oh,
out of that? If you
oh,
are only allowed to retain 2 foreigners,
would I
right?
retain
Big
it?
option.
Oh, Rashid Khan,
And
without a
that
doubt.
Rashid Khan is a given, but Warner or Williamson?
Warner.
Warner.
Really?
Yeah.
The thing is, if Williamson goes back into that auction, they're not going to buy him back because I can tell you at least 5 teams will go after Williamson in the big auction. At
If
least 5.
Williamson goes into auction, the one team that should really be looking for him is Rajasthan, because
No, I don't know.
clearly none of their
There's theory.
internationals are
There's a
particularly
theory between the
required.
rounds, which is that if that Chennai should look at Williamson as their next captain.
That's a really good idea.
Actually, Chennai needs them more.
That
You're
team
right.
around him.
Yeah.
Everyone, you see, I'll tell you, if he goes into the auction, Chennai will go for him. They need him. Or
Yeah.
Rajasthan will go for him. They need him as a captaincy option. Um, Punjab will go for him. They could use him up the order at number 3 or something. Like there are so many teams that could go. Sunrisers also could would do need
Every
him.
dude, he's Kane Williamson. Every team is gonna want.
Okay, perfect. Let's move now into the predictions. And starting, okay, we predicted this last week, the 2 games that happened today. So we're all getting this one wrong because we all predicted an RCB win with AVD, Virat, and DDP as the man of the matches. But I mean, CSK is killing them, 111 for 1 after 13. So we all will take the L for this one. And I'm not letting you change your predictions for the last one. I said Rajasthan, Ben Stokes. Kabir said Mumbai, Chahar. And Noor said Mumbai, Pollard. So let's see what happens today.
Can
But
I tell you something? I really want Rajasthan to win.
yeah, we all,
Like, I really want
all
Rajasthan
do.
to win.
Anyway, let's move into the fixtures for this week. All right, tomorrow. Oh, it's a massive one. Kolkata Kings 11 at Sharjah.
Kings 11, KL Rahul.
KKR. Actually, no. It's gonna be Kings 11. Nicholas Puran.
Kings 11.
Universe boss.
Boss. I was trying to find some boss kind of thing over here. I couldn't find anything, so I just said boss. Oh, wicket. Chahal. They're gonna choke this Sunday. Anyway, then Tuesday, Sunrisers Hyderabad, Delhi Capitals. Please, someone go against Delhi, so at least one person gets the prediction right.
No, I think Delhi will make a comeback. I think Delhi is. Where is the game?
Dubai.
Oh, yeah, as long as it's not in Abu Dhabi. um, I'm gonna go Delhi. Oh, this is a hard one. I'm gonna say, oh God, Delhi Rishabh Shreyas Iyer. Delhi Rishabh Shreyas Iyer.
Oh,
I almost said Rishabh Pant.
I'm gonna go Delhi Ravichandran Ashwin.
Could be.
Delhi KG Rabada. He's gonna take out the two openers and we go from there.
Mhm.
Anyway, moving on. Oh, big one. Mumbai RCB 28th at, at Abu Dhabi.
Royal Challengers Bangalore. Yeah,
Who's the man of the match?
I'm thinking. Abu Dhabi. It makes more sense to go with a bowler now, but Abu Dhabi doesn't spin a lot, so not easy. Um, Chris Morris.
No. I'm gonna go Mumbai Indians and Jasprit Bumrah.
Mumra got smashed by AB in the last game they played. These two.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, dude, RCB and AB de Villiers. Sorry, I'm not going for Chris Morris.
Mumbai Indians, Quinton de Kock.
Interesting.
He'll want to do well against RCB. Okay. Chennai Super Kings, Kolkata Knight Riders.
Chennai.
Chennai who?
I want Chennai to win. I don't think I'm not sure if they will or not, but I want them to win. So okay, Punjab qualifies.
But Chennai,
Yeah,
who's the man of
on
the
the
match?
basis of KKR of frauds.
Yeah. Then, as I
Man of
said,
the
this is
match. Man of the match. Man of the match.
man of the match. Where they playing?
Dubai.
Dubai. I'm gonna go Sam Curran. I think he'll take some wickets and then he'll do some batting and he'll be chill.
Sammy. Fair enough. Kabir.
I think this is a tough one. It's not gonna. Thing is, it is gonna be Chennai. Okay, Chennai Amzi Raidu.
Chennai Faf.
Hmm.
Okay, Friday. Kings 11, Rajasthan Royals.
Kings 11 Punjab. Where they playing?
Abu Dhabi. What do you
Mohammad
think?
Shami.
Kings 11 are going to do a Mumbai or what? 1-7 and then go 7-7 wins.
Yeah, because that's what they need to do to qualify.
Okay, fine, fair. Kings 11 who?
Mohammad Shami. They're playing Dubai, no? I'm gonna go with the Abu Dhabi. I'm gonna go with the bowler.
I don't know this one.
Kings 11, Ravi Bishnoi.
I'm gonna go. Shit, I don't really know. Yeah, I think Kings 11 as well. Actually, Kings 11, but not Ravi Bishnoi. Kings 11, KL Rahul.
All right, boys, are you ready? So it's at 3:30 on the Saturday next week. Mumbai Indians versus Delhi Capitals in Dubai.
Delhi.
Mat kar yaar.